Hi everybody, I hope everyone's doing well. This video I will be sharing with you guys my full review on the new Anastasia of Beverly Hills foundation. So if you guys are interested, do stick around. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Christina. I'm a beauty expert with 15 years experience in beauty and luxury retail. I do product reviews mostly on luxury beauty, skincare, and makeup. Occasionally I might share a luxury accessory review or vlog here and there. So today, you guys, I am reviewing a new launch for the year. I cannot believe how many new launches there are for the first month of the year, but this by far to me is the most exciting, so it is the one I'm going to dedicate a full video on, also because it's a complexion product. It is none other than the new Anastasia of Beverly Hills Impeccable Blurring Second Skin Matte Foundation. The name itself sold itself to me. So let's begin with a few basics of the product. First of all, look at this packaging, you guys. It comes in a frosted glass bottle with this beautiful cap. The pump is very well made as well. I think of all the Anastasia Beverly Hills complexion products that have come out, this one is the one that looks the most luxe for me. Let's read kind of what it's described to be. It's a blurring second skin formula providing medium to buildable coverage with a natural soft matte finish. Matte meets moisture with this future formula that blurs while hydrating the skin with a weightless velvety skin feel. So I have tried this a couple of times now. I've had this for a little less than a week, but I have really been using it almost on a daily basis. Obviously, it's what I have on, and you get your you get a little more than 30 ml. You get 35 ml, and the shade that I have is 2N. Okay, you guys, so let's begin with swatching the product. The shade is such a perfect skin match for me. So let me show you. I also like how controlled the dropper dispenses product. It's not too much. It doesn't get all globby. You can start with a little. So this one is 2N. It is a true medium coverage. I think what my first impressions were, and I hope you can see it right here, is how blurring, immediately blurring and medium coverage that is. Now I'm going to show you guys me applying this, but definitely it has a velvety feel. This is like a matte finish, but it's described as a soft matte, which is a lot of the newer formulas. I guess the new technology with foundations now. I think this trend started from last year, is really that soft matte, soft focus. We're not anymore seeing a whole lot of that full coverage kind of matte that looks parched and dry. Even if they're not full coverage, usually older formulations or technologies when it comes to foundations, once it's described as a matte, it tends to just look a bit drier or parched. With the soft matte focus finishes like this, what essentially it is just that they remove the glow or the shine, and you're left with honestly more like a satiny, well, not really satiny. This still dries down as a matte, but it's just not dry looking, and it's a bit more hydrated looking, just without the high shine. Now, when it comes to their claims in terms of how it feels in the skin, lightweight and velvety touch, I would have to agree. This one is extremely lightweight. It almost really doesn't feel like much. I like the way it blends. The feel of this foundation is very reminiscent of some of my holy grails like Armani Luminous Silk and Suku liquid foundation, that high-end Japanese foundation. It is very similar to that in terms of just seamlessly blending with your brush and almost immediately, and also feeling like as you're blending it down to almost feeling like nothing, absolutely weightless. So I have been using this. I've used this maybe twice or thrice, not that much yet, but I think with the amount of times I've used this and for what purpose, I used it for a whole day. Like, I'm talking a whole day of work, going to work, coming back home, and I was very much impressed with how it stayed on, how it looked. So with some matte formulas, the finish after a while, maybe 4-6 hour mark, it starts to look dry and patchy. This one really, in the description they even says it's matte meets moisture, and it really feels and looks that way, because even after a 10-hour day, like right before I would remove this, I grab my magnifying mirror to just look up close and see how the texture of my skin looked. And so for mature aging skin, being that this is a matte foundation, it absolutely looked amazing. I think I didn't see any breakdown, I didn't see any dry patches in any areas, and the skin looked healthy without being glowy, which I think, let's say the Tom Ford Architecture foundation, it is beautiful, but I think after a certain 6-4 hour mark, my skin just doesn't look as beautiful as it initially did, unlike this foundation. The finish really holds its integrity even after 8-10 hours, and for a matte foundation, that is a very tall order, especially if you have more mature aging skin. There's just a tendency for the foundation to texturize the skin or hold on to fine lines and patches. This one didn't do any of that, and it really maintained the finish of my skin, whatever it looked, which is now of course I've put this on for the video. It looks impeccable, and it stayed that way even throughout a work day, and that to me is the most impressive thing. For me, I usually will test foundations when I have a full day, because that's when I can really see how the finish wears and just how long it really stays on the skin. So for this being a matte or a soft matte foundation and medium coverage, I am so happy with the coverage as well. It almost is more on the fuller kind of medium coverage than just a light medium coverage. This is a bit more coverage than an Armani Luminous Silk, which I think is true medium. So that being said, you guys, I am absolutely impressed with this new foundation from Anastasia of Beverly Hills. I would absolutely recommend it, especially for more mature skin or aging skin. If you're experiencing fine lines, wrinkles, or some dryness, and you need or feel like you'd like a bit more coverage, this one gives you coverage, but without creeping into those lines, without making you look dry or patchy. So I think very, very ideal, I guess, for most skin types, but I think most especially if you're more like mature aging skin and you just want like a comfortable, good coverage foundation that just makes your skin look healthy and not too glowy or dry. So that is about it, you guys. Those are my thoughts or my review on the new Anastasia of Beverly Hills Impeccable Second Skin Blurring Foundation. I think the name, it is impeccable, right? Really says it all. I'm really happy with this foundation, and I think it comes very close to a lot of my highly rated foundations. So I hope you guys found this video interesting and informative. If you have any questions, as always, you can leave it at the comments down below. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day or a great evening.